Hello and welcome. If you want to learn how to stay healthy, both mentally and physically, make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. It tells YouTube that you enjoy the content and helps our community grow.
People who ignore the spark inside them do not last long. It is a harsh truth, but I need to tell you this right now. If you think that health is just about taking your pills and sitting in a chair to stay safe, you are actually speeding up the end. I have seen so many people who treat their later years as a waiting room for death, and because of that mindset, their bodies shut down years before they should. They lose their curiosity, they stop looking at the world, and their hearts simply forget why they are beating. It is a terrifying thought that we can be the ones who accidentally tell our bodies to give up just by being bored and afraid. But please, do not worry, because we are going to change that narrative today. This discussion is about the secret of a woman who is 95 years old, or as she likes to say, halfway through her 96th year. We are going to explore a philosophy of health that isn't about running marathons or eating only kale, but about something much deeper. It is about mobility, not just of the legs, but of the soul. We will talk about how to turn your aging process into a second childhood, a happy one this time, and how to use the power of play to keep your cells vibrating with life. I want to ask you to stay with me until the very end of this recording. It is important because I am going to share the specific mantra, the secret formula this 95-year-old woman uses to navigate every single day. It is a simple tool, but it changes everything, and you will want to hear it. Let's start with the body. When you reach your 90s, you cannot pretend that everything is the same as it was when you were 20. Our guide in this story admits that limitations are on the way and mobility is on the way out. But listen to what she loves most. She loves that she can still breathe easy. Take a moment and do that with me. Just breathe. It seems so small, doesn't it? But realizing that you can breathe easy is the foundation of gratitude. Many people focus so hard on the knee that hurts or the back that is stiff that they forget the lungs that are working perfectly. This woman decides to live as fully as she can with what she has. She doesn't want to have just visited this world like a tourist. She wants to inhabit it. This brings us to a fascinating concept she mentions. She talks about having a second childhood. Now, usually, when people say a second childhood, they mean it as an insult, implying someone is losing their mind. But here, it is the exact opposite. She tells us she had a miserable childhood the first time around. She was an outsider, always pointed at, feeling terribly self-conscious. It sounds painful, doesn't it? But now, at 95, she is finally having the happy childhood she never got. She is learning about play. And this is where the health advice gets really interesting. What is play? It is not about playing bridge or bingo, though those are fine. She defines play as exploring. It's experimenting. It's being curious. It's looking and really seeing. When you are a child, you look at a bug on the sidewalk and you're amazed. When we get old, we stop looking. We think we have seen it all. But the moment you think you have seen it all, your brain stops growing. Play means being in the body, being alive, and most importantly, not being afraid. It is about feeling free. If you are enjoying this perspective on aging and want to hear more stories that nourish the soul and the body, I invite you to click the subscribe button right now. It helps us bring more of these vital messages to you. And please, hit the like button if you believe that we are never too old to learn something new.
It really makes a difference for our community. Now, let's go deeper into this idea of exploration. There's a beautiful quote she remembers from T.S. Eliot. "We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and to know the place for the first time." Think about that. Health in your later years is about looking at your life, your home, your family, and seeing them with fresh eyes. It keeps your mind sharp, it prevents the stagnation that leads to decline. She shares a heavy memory with us. She had cancer once. It is a word that scares everyone. She had the surgery, and it was done. But the physical healing was only half the battle. She felt she needed a reason for why she was spared. She needed to understand why she got her life back. Over many years, she realized she had something to give. She calls it her light. It is a light of harmlessness and harmony. This is a massive health secret that doctors rarely write on a prescription pad. Purpose, the feeling that you have a light to share. It boosts your immune system. When you feel you are here to share harmony, singing, and joy, your body fights harder for you. She realized that we are here to experience the wonder of being in a body. Just the simple physical sensation of existing is a miracle. And then she zooms out. She looks at the big picture. She talks about science, neurons, protons, cells, molecules. She realizes that we are all made of the same stuff. We are little bits of stars. We are dust. It sounds poetic, but it is also deeply grounding. She compares humanity to a great kaleidoscope. You know those toys where you look through the tube and see colored glass? All the little pieces are the same, but every time you turn it, the pattern is different. You and I are made of exactly the same stuff, yet everyone is unique. She looks at a pansy flower and sees a version of herself. She looks at a tree and sees herself. She even looks at the garbage heap, the compost pile, and sees herself. She says, "I'm definitely part of the compost pile, on my way out." That is such a brave way to look at mortality. She sees herself in the star thistle, the grass, the dirt, and the black ant climbing high. I am you, you are me, same, and different. This connection prevents loneliness. Loneliness is a killer for the elderly. But if you truly believe, as she does, that you are the same as the tree and the stars, you are never alone. You are part of the whole thing. She is very honest about the end. She is contemplating not being here. She is contemplating her death. And she goes back to T.S. Eliot. We die with the dying. See, they depart, and we go with them. Her prayer is not to live forever, no. Her prayer is to go gently, to be aware of herself leaving with gratitude and joy, to have the satisfaction of saying, I'm done, I'm out of here, and it's okay. This acceptance reduces stress. The fear of death causes so much anxiety that it ruins the life we have left. By accepting it as a mystery, by saying thanks and being in awe, she removes the fear. She doesn't try to figure it out. She just stays in awe. So people ask her, what is the secret of longevity? Everyone wants the magic pill. Everyone wants the one thing they can do so everything will be okay. And here it is. This is what I wanted you to wait for. Her secret is, go slow. It sounds too simple, doesn't it? But listen to the rhythm of it. Go slow. Then you will know where to seek the truth, when to speak your truth from your heart. Go slow. Then you will know that the only way to enjoy this day is right now. That is the secret.
In a world that tells you to rush, to fix, to worry, the healthiest thing you can do for your heart and your mind is to slow down. When you go slow, you can actually listen to your body. When you go slow, you notice the breathing. When you go slow, you have time to play. You have time to look at the pansy and the ant and feel that connection. You cannot feel the wonder of the universe if you are rushing. So, my advice to you, inspired by this incredible 96-year-old spirit, is to stop running. You have nowhere to run to. You are already here. You are exactly where you started, but now you know the place for the first time. Take a deep breath today. Look at something ordinary, like a cloud or a leaf, and look at it until you see it as a miracle. Reclaim your childhood. Not the one you had, but the one you deserve now. Be a child of wonder and astonishment. That is how you live fully until the very last moment. And before I go, here is that interesting fact I promised you. Did you know that from a biological standpoint, there is no single aging gene that commands our bodies to die? Scientists have found that aging is largely a collection of damage accumulation and repair processes slowing down. This means that your mindset, which controls your stress hormones and repair mechanisms, plays a literal biological role in how fast that damage accumulates. By thinking like a child, you are chemically signaling your body to stay alive. Thank you for listening. Go slow and enjoy this day.